If you're with us online, go and start to get your equipment and space set up. We're going to get started here now, actually. So get ready. Start. All right, welcome back to Pump. Hopefully you're not too sore. You're feeling good, feeling strong today. My lower body hurts pretty well, so yep. Don't want to do it. Warm-up will be good for us. If this is your first class, thanks for being here today. A little bit about the format, what you can expect, is we'll start with a 6-minute warm-up to kind of get the body going, and then we'll jump right into the workout, which the workout for this class is we have 4 rounds total. Each round is going to consist of 2 movements that we're going to superset 4 times. So what that means is, say we're in round 1, we're going to do movement 1 for 30 seconds, go right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's 1 set. Go right back into movement 1, into movement 2. That's the 2nd set. We'll do that 4 times. Then you'll get a 1-minute rest period every time. You make me giggle. I can't do it. And then you'll have a 1-minute rest period, and we'll move on to round 2. At the end of the class, we'll have a cool down time at the end, stretch, and then I'll send you on your way. For equipment today, you need 1 heavy dumbbell and then a set of medium or light dumbbells, and optional is a mat. So we're all braced though, right? Always. We never lose it. So first movement we have today is floor press. So we'll all get down onto our mats. There's one thing we want to make sure we're doing here. Remember, when we're doing a floor press, the biggest thing we want to make sure we're doing is we're pulling those shoulder blades back down and together and lifting that chest up, okay? Pinching those shoulder blades together. When you press your arms up as if you're doing a chest press, if you press too far, your scapula are going to separate. We don't want to go that far. So get back under, lift that upper back, squeeze those shoulder blades back together and down. When you go to press, you're just pressing without that shoulder rolling forward, okay? That's going to help us engage the chest. So for the first movement is we're going to have 1 weight on one side, our right side, and we're going to do 1-armed chest press. 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the opposite side, 1-armed chest press. And remembering to stay braced and engaged through that movement the whole time, okay? The next set of movements that we have is going to be good mornings. And if you're at home and you don't have a weight, feel free to switch that movement up, okay? So you can do push-ups, and then for the alternative moment, feel free to do a core exercise. Any that you want, you can do the dead bugs we've been working on, you can do the flutters, totally up to you. For the good mornings, you can take that heavier weight, you can hold it right out in front of you, and then all we're doing is we're hip hinging, keeping the weight even on the feet, dropping that chest into that movement, keeping those glutes, hamstrings activated, and then pulling back up, okay? If you're out, yes. What? Oh, just hurt. Fair. If you're at home and you don't have weight, you can do arms overhead, and that's kind of moving that center of gravity out away from you. That's why you can do it without weight. Feel free, the lower you go, the easier it's going to make it holding that weight. The higher you go, the more difficult it's going to make that movement. And then we're just going to use that heavy weight and go right into bicep curls. You can either do neutral grip, holding onto the outsides of that 1 dumbbell, or you can grab 2 weights and do regular bicep curls. Remember with bicep curls, we don't want the elbows moving. Elbows stay inside along the side of the torso when you go up and down, so don't let those elbows move within that position. Next one we have are the T-squeezies. So remembering for these, we're pushing those hips back, we're dropping down into that hip hinge. Thumbs are up, shoulder blades are backing down, and we're lifting, squeezing the upper back, squeezing those scapula. And when we're in this position, we want to try to get close to parallel. As we get tired, we tend to come up like this, and then we start doing this shoulder movement. So make sure you're staying down. Try to keep the torso parallel with the floor. You can use light weights here if you want, but you don't necessarily need weight. And then we're going right into tricep extensions, twice in 1 week. Beautiful stuff. So if you're doing overhead tricep extensions, you want to make sure that you're keeping those elbows symmetrical, okay? We don't want one elbow popping up as you're doing that tricep extension. Or if you prefer, you can go into that bent over position and do those kickbacks. If you're going to do the bent over ones, your lower back is going to be dying because you're going to be in that bent over position for 4 minutes straight. So be prepared for that. If you're at home for the bicep curls and the tricep extension, you're just doing manual bicep tricep. So whichever hand you want to start with, palm up, that's that bicep curl. The one on top is that tricep extension. You're manually resisting yourself in that movement, okay? Feel free to do 5 to 10, switch to the opposite side, okay? And you're going to do that twice through this class. The last round, we have Pike to Cobra. Have we done that this session? I don't think we have yet. We'll do this one together, just since we haven't done it yet in this session. So we're going to be down in a plank. We're going to push those hips up into the sky, okay? And we're going from this Pike position. We're going to swoop the chest down to the floor, come up into that Cobra, and then we're going to work on reversing, pressing back up. If that movement is too difficult forward or backwards, you can do like a regular transition on the way forward or the way backwards. Feel free to give it a try when we're doing that. And if it's too difficult, like I said, get rid of the swoop either forward or the swoop backward. That's how you can change up that movement. And then we're going right into upright mountain climbers. So right knee's up, left arm is up, jumping, transitioning, and you're just going to make that a quick transitional cardio. So you're here, opposites, and you're just going to be moving quick within that, okay? Any questions? Yes? Do which one? Let's make it, you want to do some core? Maybe bicycle crunches? How's that sound? Solid? Greatest idea ever? I thought so. All right, well, let's get some music on. Let's get started. All right, starting with those jumping jacks. Remember, we want to stay braced. That bracing, lift that pelvic floor up and in, tighten that core, shoulder blades stay back and down. That's that brace position. Remember, we're just warming up. Maybe at about 40%, we're not overly pushing it. We're just getting the joints ready, the body ready to go. And if you're like me and your ankle can't hang to start, you can lower that impact feet right here. Air squats, pushing those hips, backing down, knees are gonna stay in line with those toes. Keep the weight even on the feet within that movement. We don't want the toes coming up, we don't want the heels coming up. Keep that weight balanced and controlled. Nice job, stay braced. Nice, keep that low back pulled in, we don't wanna round it out. Marches. For those marches, we're driving those knees up. Think of utilizing that core to get a little power put into that knee drive. We also want to maintain that balance, so we don't want a lot of side-to-side movement. Stay controlled. Good job. You know, there were so many people here on Tuesday that I was like, see you Thursday. I don't see them. I don't know what happened. Lunges, alternating. In that lunge, remember, keep that weight even on that front foot. Knee's gonna stay in line with that toe. And keep that glute activated to that full range of motion. Arm circles. Full range of motion here. We don't want to rotate the torso when we do it. Keep that torso squared. And then work through that range of motion with the shoulders. Reverse. Opposite direction. Inchworms into those push-ups. We don't want to round that low back. Go ahead and bend those knees to get into that position. Walk out into that plank. Push up, and then we're walking those hips up, stretching those hamstrings, stretching those calves, and walking our way back down. Remember, for push-ups, you want the hands underneath the chest, not under the face. A little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Keep those shoulder blades pulled back and down, tension through the chest. Jumping jacks, round 2. Now we're starting to pick up that tempo a little bit. Maybe 60, 70%. It's always funny in the center row. Try not to directly look at the person there. Just keep looking right past. Air squats. Pushing those hips back and down. Weights even on those feet. Knees in line with the toes. Keep those glutes on to have full range of motion. Marches. Remember, try to be intentional using that core, not just those hip flexors here. Nice job. Stay in control of that balance. Lunges alternating. If you feel strong in that lunge, you can add that little bit of thoracic rotation, twisting towards that knee that's in front. Arm circles. Full range of motion here. Reverse, opposite direction. Really reach to those arm circles. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back, bend those knees. Walk out. Breathe through that stretch. Anytime you're stretching, we don't want to hold the breath. Take a break. 1 minute. And we're starting this workout. All right, getting ready for those floor presses. It can be most helpful if you keep that weight beside you so you can pull it right up, get into that position. And start in 3, 2, 1, we're up. Remember, one arm at a time. Shoulder blades pulled back down underneath. You're almost thinking pull that low back off the ground just a little bit so you can pull those shoulder blades back and down. Good job. What's that? You're staying on one side, just doing one side. Nice job, nice job. back to that first side. Remember, we want to be feeling that most of that burn, that tension in the chest. If it's in the shoulder, pull that shoulder blade back and down. Work on powering up through the chest. Switch, opposite side. Pelvic floor up and in, that core is strong. Shoulder blades are backing down, that chest is lifted up. You can always put that opposite hand on the chest and see if you're feeling it activate. What muscle are you trying to work? Pay attention to it. Switch back to that first side. Elbow stays at that 45. What muscles feeling tired? Should be the chest. Switch. Shoulder blades backing down, that chest is lifted up. Switch back to that first side for the last round. As you're getting better, learning to engage that chest. Try to keep it engaged from the top all the way through the middle to the bottom, and then back through the middle all the way to the top. Constant tension. Switch. Last one, let's go. Take a break. Woo. 1 minute. So if you stand up, if you're having a hard time feeling that chest engage, what we can do is stand up, just think shoulder blades back and down, okay? And we're gonna squeeze the arms in and try to feel this area right through here engage. You'll feel it tighten up, you'll feel it squeeze, okay? You can also do it with your arms closed. That's that muscle we're working on trying to engage. If you're feeling it a lot here or here, we want to start to actively practice that chest engagement regularly. Learn how to turn that muscle on. All right, we have that same weight for those good mornings into those bicep curls. In 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're holding that weight up. Brace, that core is engaged, those glutes are engaged. We're slowly dropping that torso. Keep that tension in the glutes, the hamstrings, keep that core strong here. Weights even on those feet. Squeeze those glutes at the top. So glutes should be engaged full time that we're working in this movement. Shoulder blades stay back and down. Bicep curls. Remember to stay braced here. Don't let those elbows move. Good job. Good mornings. Get back into it. Keep those glutes engaged, shoulder blades back and down. If you're at home, remember, hands overhead for this movement. If you don't have weight, that is. Bicep curls. Remember, through these rounds, you can always adjust that weight. You can go up, you can go down. Shoulder blades stay back and down. Nice job. Good mornings. Nice job. Keep those glutes on. Don't round that low back. Slight bend in those knees. Nice job. Bicep curl. Job, stay braced. Stay in control of that movement. Try not to shrug those shoulders when you go to do that bicep curl. You're having your traps and shoulders take over on that lift. Good mornings. Woo! Nelly. Tension stays through that upper back, those shoulder blades. Bicep curls. The biceps are cramping. They're so bad. It's a tough superset because you're using your biceps for good mornings. Good stuff. Stay braced. Take a break. Nelly. Great stuff. Good stuff. You're just trying to straighten them. You can't. Yeah. You're gonna blow out a bicep right now. All right, next movement, we got those T squeezies. Remember, bent over, thumbs up, shoulder blades back and down. Really using the back to power this lift here, okay? Through that scapula, through those traps, into the tricep extension. Either that overhead or the bent over kickbacks. We got some seconds. Remember, keep a little bit of movement. Those muscles you're using help clear that lactic acid just a little bit quicker. And then 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. You don't have to use weight for this movement. It's a hard, tiring movement. Nice job, thumbs up on that lift. Nice job. Perfect, stay with it, stay with it. So we'll just turn it. So it's like, you have the handles like this. And when you lift up, they're facing in front of you. Yep, nice. Stay with it. Tricep. So you can either do those bent over kickbacks or you can grab that weight you had before, those overheads. Remember, stay braced anytime you're overhead. Shoulder blades back and down real strong. Nice job. Think full range of motion. What muscle are you trying to work? Great. What muscle are you feeling work? Hopefully the same one. T squeezies, round 2. Feel free to hold that top position for a second or two. Really feel that squeeze, a scapular activation. Nice job. As you get tired, if you find yourself coming up here, drop that torso. Tricep. Stay braced. Strong body position. Don't shrug those shoulders as you get tired. Scapula stay back and down. T squeezes. Let's go. Nice job. Hold that top position for about a second, then back down. Don't shrug those shoulders. Tricep. Check that symmetry on those arms. Those elbows should be in the same position. Good job. T squeezes. Last one. Let's go. Nice work. Stay with it. Good job. Don't shrug those shoulders. Triceps. Last movement. Let's go. Then you get a break. Is your weight even on your feet? Are you shifting your weight to one side because it's stronger? Keep that weight even. Take a break. Nice work, y'all. Save the easiest movement for the last movement. It's definitely a lie. Pike to Cobra is no joke. It's a hard movement. Remember, if that swoop is hard, you can always get rid of that swoop. Either on the way forward, or the way back, or both. The swoop backwards is a little bit harder than the swoop forwards. So if you can do the swoop forwards, go for the backwards. If that's tough, don't even worry about the backwards swoop. This is gonna be fun, y'all. Upper body's toasty and we have to support our own body weight. It's gonna be great. 10 seconds and we're starting those Pike to Cobras. But remember, we need quick transitions because the next movement we're standing up. So quick transitions forward to up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you start in that Pike position, you're swooping that chest down, lifting up into that Cobra, then reversing it. Nice work. If you want a modified version too, you can be here. You can press up from those elbows. Upright mountain climbers. We're up. Remember, stay braced through these. Nice work. Keep that movement strong as you get tired. Keep that form. Pike to Cobra. We're back down. As you get tired, try to keep that swoop slow. Upright mountain climbers. Let's go. All right, stay with it. Pike to Cobra. Halfway through, we got this. Uprights, shaking like a friggin' leaf. That was tough. Keep that tempo. Let's go, let's go. Pike to Cobra. Last one. Come on, we got this. Let's go. Stay with it, stay with it. Upright. Last one. Find that tempo. Let's freaking go. Make this one a little bit quicker. It's the last one. Let's go. Push it. Five seconds, let's go. Take a break. Nice work. My peeps at home. Nice job, Yos. Nice work. Nice job. Nice job, yo. Good work today. Good work. Nice job, dude. Nice work. As you're starting to clean up that space, if you see any black streaks on the ground from weights, let's help out facilities, we'll wipe those up. And start to work on slowing that breathing down. Working on starting to breathe into the nose, out to the mouth. Remembering on those inhales, bring that breath down into the belly, not into the shoulders, not into the traps. Bring it low. Feel free if you want to keep your mat for stretches. When you're ready, we're going to start with those deeper breaths. We're inhaling to the nose on the way up, exhaling to the mouth on the way down. Nice job. On that next exhale, we're gonna pull that arm across. Remember, keeping that shoulder blade back and down. We're working on stretching the rear delt here, not the back. Oh, I should have stole your surprise. Ab surprise. Through all these stretches, keeping that braced postures, about a 2 out of 10 intensity. Keeping those breaths. Go and switch and release. Stretching a little further on each exhale. It's easy to go through the motions with stretching, so make sure we're putting in the work, actively working on increasing that mobility. When you're ready, go and release. Pull that first arm up and behind. Grab that elbow. Back hand comes in between those shoulder blades. When you're ready, go and release. Switch over that opposite side. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and release those arms. Bring them behind the back, interlock those fingers, shoulder blades back and down, chest up and open. We're going to roll the head and neck. If you find a spot that's really tight, feel free to stay there. When you're ready, go and release, inhale up and in. On that exhale, pushing those hips back and down, coming down into that full floor squat. Working on keeping those feet flat on the ground, heels down. It's hard to get into that position. You can start with some weight on your hands as you slowly increase that mobility to get those feet flat onto the floor. If you want a little bit more inner thigh stretch here, elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together. Go and press those palms down, open up those hips. In this position, shoulder blades backing down. We're sitting up tall within that position. We don't want to collapse. And when you're ready, dropping down onto all fours. Keeping those hips above those knees for that puppy pose. We're going to drop that chest down. Extend those arms out in front of us. And let that back relax. Dropping that chest towards the floor. We're going to lift ourselves up. We're going to spread our knees out, so wide sides of the mat or outside the mat. Bring those feet together. Sit those heels onto those, or the glutes onto those heels. Drop down into that full child's pose. When you're ready, walk those hands over to the left, stretching that right side body. When you're ready, walk back to center and over to that right side. Stretching that left side body. you're ready, you're gonna bring it back to center. Lift ourselves up into a plank and into that downward dog. Feel free to pedal out those feet. And as you're ready, we're gonna lift that right leg up and then swoop that knee up underneath, cross that foot into that pigeon stretch. Push that back leg back and down, hips into the floor. And as you breathe into that stretch, feel free to take yourself as low as you want. Try not to round out that low back. Keep that low back pulled in and those shoulder blades back and down. Notice yourself holding tension, exhale that tension out on that next breath. As you're ready, go and slowly lift yourself up out of that position. Back down into plank and into that downward dog. You can pedal out those feet. When you're ready, we're gonna lift that left leg up, drive that knee up and under, cross the foot into that pigeon stretch. Hips down into the floor. Trying to keep those hips square, that low back pulled in, shoulder blades back and down. And breathe. As you're ready, you can bring yourself up out of that position, back into that plank and downward dog. We're gonna walk those hands into those feet. Finishing with those last few breaths here. Feel free if you wanna stay and stretch, as all these stretches aren't exhaustive, but we're running out of time. Inhaling through the nose on the way up, into that belly, and exhaling through the mouth on the way down. Making each breath a little deeper. Exhaling a little further. Nice job today, y'all. If you're with us online, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you just want updates when class goes live so you don't have to search for it. And don't forget homework, drink lots of water, good full dinner, at least 6 hours of sleep. And we'll see you here on Tuesday. Have a nice night.